coming out of it. There you go. See up there? That's what's happening. You got a monitor down there too. There you go.
Happy Saturday, everybody! Oh, you know what? Again, you know how I get goosebumpy and even a little teary sometimes.
Goosebumpy.
Yes, I love that opening. I love that. Kind of makes you feel like she's right here, right? And I love that feeling too.
Well, she always is with us, right?
Yeah. So hello, everybody, and happy Saturday. Welcome to the show. I've been looking at everybody coming in, and I'm so happy you're here. It feels a little dark on the stage. Are we supposed to have some lights on there, or it feels like I'm sitting in the dark?
You are, look.
Yeah,
I think Dwight might have stepped on your key light.
I just felt like maybe I should take a nap. I don't know. It was a little
Well, now
dark.
it's too bright. Oh, well, I gotta wake up.
So Dwight, is he there?
Yes, he is, but he was wandering over there a minute ago, and I didn't notice that he had turned off the lights. But that's okay.
Yep.
He wanted the lights off so he could sleep better.
All right, well,
and
let me
as everybody can see, Dwight's right down front there. Like, see Mr. Moppy right here?
I am checking to see who's here. I do know Mark Puett is here. Hi, Mark. He has an amazing event for the Knight Rider fans. We didn't get to have it this year, but every summer Mark has Knights of Atlanta, and it's a really cool, intimate Knight Rider event, and he doesn't come to the show that often. I have a feeling that you might work at night, but you're here tonight, and I just want to say Southern Knights of Atlanta is such a fun event, and I cannot wait till next summer, God willing, that we're all going to be, back with our cars and the people and have a ball. So welcome, Mark Puett. Also, all of our usual suspects are here, which is wonderful. Ferruccio is here. That's great. Frank, how are you feeling still? You still feeling pain-free, except for where they got you? And then Kathy Winkler, I have you tomorrow on a private Zoom makeup lesson as part of your auction package. Yeah, that's right. And oh God, we have an auction tonight.
And then, speaking of auctions,
honestly, that was just the most seamless roll-in.
Perfect segue.
Okay,
look at all this stuff. Oh my God,
well,
it's going to be a long night.
These are the prizes. These are
I know, but how are we going to do those? Are we doing? Yeah, I don't see the cage. The cage is super slow, so I'm glad to see we must be planning.
Going to be
trivia. Okay.
And 2 numbers.
Okay, because that does move a lot quicker.
Yeah, no cage tonight because it's Saturday night and we have company.
We've all got to get out and party. I mean, I've got to go.
Sure.
I've got to.
You got to walk 25 feet to your house.
There's a new club that's
opening
downtown that we're heading to. We're going clubbing, yeah.
You are going to get
I've got my mask, so I'm putting on my mask.
You're going to barbecue steaks because I did
I'm not
the
going
other
clubbing?
Night. You're not going clubbing, but you pulled the mask up, so what's your song?
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
That's right.
Who
Who is it that just loves this? Debbie. Yeah.
Yo ho, yo.
All right, so now let's introduce the auction items, and
let's
then
do that.
I want to talk about Paul LaGreca's interview, which is coming up. He wrote The Boy Behind the China Cabinet, which I loved, and I know a lot of you did get it, and I interviewed him because who doesn't want to hear about a book that involves Hollywood, Mother Teresa, acting.
Now, those are words that aren't normally spoken in the same sentence.
It's incredible. And I called him right before the show, and he's on his way to his hotel in South Carolina, so I don't know if he'll be able to watch it live, but it's a fantastic little interview. So the auction tonight, we have a Debbie auction.
The auction tonight. There it is, right here.
Okay, so there's the picture. Can you put it up there too, or do they see it just fine here?
Well, you start there, and then when you say go,
all right,
I'll make it full screen.
You're the director, so I'm going to let you decide.
No, I'm directing too tonight. Sorry,
I missed that. We don't have a cameraman
no,
tonight.
I'm technical director.
And you are doing
an
amazing job.
Technical, and sound.
I told everybody last night on my show how brilliant you are, and I wasn't kidding.
Well, I don't know. That wasn't why.
Yes.
So there's the thing full screen. So why don't you describe what we're looking glad to have, Mr. McMahon? What's behind door number 1?
I thought I was doing something wrong, like something was falling on me.
No, I was thinking.
You scared me.
No, I was doing.
Okay, so you found this, which I think is absolutely incredible.
I found that, yes.
And it's
Open it, please.
I
No, but
will.
open it up because it's kind of cool.
You have more pictures of the bundle, she said. This is the Debbie's music, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
That, of course, was, I think, her most famous song, right?
Well, yes, I would say so. It was a platinum record for her, so
Yes.
sold lots of copies, and you can see there it is actually signed by her.
And Debbie signed it. And I got real excited when you found this because a lot of girls out in the world were named Tammy after your mom's character.
I've
And
heard
we
that
have
once or twice.
We have 2 of them in the room tonight, so it's yeah, you've heard that a few times, right?
Just a few
Everybody
times.
I know named Tammy that was born in the 50s or the 60s were usually named after this character. So it's Debbie's sheet music.
That's
that
the
she
main
signed.
thing, although you did find these memorial items, so those are really hard to find. That's an original. That one was one that I brought
was
back.
thrilled when I found these. This is amazing. So I designed this.
I remember very well.
With
We'll go close
Natalie.
up. There you go.
And this was the public memorial program, which I didn't think we had any of, so I was very excited.
We didn't. That's like the only one, or maybe I have a couple of them.
Yes, but we do. But I love this so much because so much work went into this, and so the cover, of course, is iconic picture of Debbie and Carrie, and when she was little on stage. It's a very iconic picture. Probably the other one that I love so much is when you see Carrie peeking behind the curtain at your mom.
If that was at the
and the
Riviera,
light
that
on
was.
your mom.
These are both Vegas photos.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's the cover, and on the inside is a one of my favorite last memories of your mom. When on stage and you were directing her.
Yep.
When she was
She's
doing
sitting
her
there.
Academy Award.
She's actually with this.
She
little,
has.
She's
Yes,
got
there's
this
her
right,
Academy Award right there.
and
so,
that's in that picture with
but
her.
the picture of your faces, I mean, the expression is just priceless.
We were having fun.
And it says, "We shall meet again" under that picture. And then it's too long to read it, but I wrote this section right here, and it's really quite wonderful. I say in all humility because I was weeping when I wrote it, and I tried to keep it upbeat and happy. My friend Lindsay Harrison helped me with it because it was a really hard time for us. It was only March. And the back, which is beautiful artwork by Ricky LaChance.
Coming back to you.
Coming back to me. And it says, "Don't be afraid of death, be afraid of an unlived life,"
Yes.
which is Natalie Babbitt. And this is that's her quote. And it's just such a great memory, the program. So we had, I don't know how many people there, a couple thousand,
A few
I think.
thousand,
yeah.
yeah.
So this was what the people there, and I tried to find one of these online.
No.
Yeah, none.
No,
Usually
well-
people sell things on eBay after an event,
Well,
even.
I
and
found that at
didn't
the ranch. It
find
was like
any.
the only copy I think we had.
I have a few more, but this was a real find. And
I
so
call it
was the
stems and
music.
seeds. There's very few of those.
Yeah.
Well, that is just unheard of because there's the sheet music is around. You could probably find that,
But
that's-
not signed by
but
her.
not
Yeah.
signed. And to
So-
find her hit,
And
then
then the pin, the
the,
memorial pin.
the enamel pin. Let's
Yep.
go close on that for
The
you. There you
enamel
go.
pin. So I don't
Here,
know if
I'll
you can
take it.
see it. And then
So
also,
there's the enamel, which we've shown before, but it's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's a little pin back, clutch back.
Right. So this is for a true Debbie fan. And also, this was a simple design because I only had a day to do it.
Was this for
This was
the
for
house?
the house memorial.
Okay.
It was like quick.
there's very few of those around.
I had more time to work on that. No, there's maybe 3. I didn't see any more than that. And it's just a picture of them.
So to
and
explain,
a great picture on the inside. I
yeah. So
love
here, I'll
this.
take that.
Yeah.
So this picture was actually shot by me on our Europe trip. I was 11, Carrie was 12, and we were in Europe. My mother was trying to patch up her relationship with Harry Carl. So much for that. And but in the meanwhile, it is a classic Carrie Debbie photo. And then again with the Ricky LaChance on the back. But the reason why this is unique is because we did a private memorial at the house with a
Right.
very small group of people.
Yeah, 200.
Right. And
But those, they were really all her friends. And the irony of that was that they were all there not a month before for her birthday party. So it was the strangest moment to go through. But I think we were both in a great deal of shock and having so much to do and take care of. And that I literally had an hour to throw together, but I love the inside of it.
But there you have it. So it's a pretty major package of stuff. That's the back, that's the front. So that's an interesting, pretty rare, interesting.
Yeah, so that's a very simple bundle that that I think that a real Debbie fan would love because it's intimate, and also the signed music is amazing, right? So that's number one. We'll start the bidding.
And we could sign the programs, but we're not going to touch the sheet music.
No. So the bidding can start always $5. You can move up in $5 increments, and that's called the Debbie Bundle. So if you want to do that, that you can just put that below. And then I have one more bundle, which is the Cat Bundle, and that is a signed One Life to Live script. Let me just grab it. It's a little reachy. So it's the One Life to Live script. It'll be signed by me. It's already signed by Hillary B. Smith.
Is there a picture of this or no?
Yes,
Okay.
There's a picture. So a One Life to Live script. I will sign this picture for you. I don't know what camera I'm on. There you are. So the script, the picture, and this little jewelry set, which I will show you, and some makeup as well. So this is the bracelet.
It's very strange. That won't open. But
And then the ring. So the ring.
what did you create that in? It won't open.
Well, I'm showing it in person, so
Yes,
we don't
I
have to
understand.
but she did shoot it. Also,
Unusual, it won't open because usually that stuff opens.
it comes
It'll
with
open in preview. Okay, I got
my
it.
favorite lipstick. It's a Maiden Lane, also known as Pink Diamond, and it comes with also the Naked Lip Liner.
I'm going to
and
go.
it
Let me
comes
just go for a
also-
minute to the close up there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Is that all? So
yes,
all
it
of
is.
those
So,
things.
so you have the necklace, you have the ring, the bracelet, which I'm wearing right now, and the candle glow, which is possibly one of my favorite things in my makeup collection of all times. And then you have my favorite lipstick. I think I'm wearing it right now, as a matter of fact. And then the lip liner, Naked. So you get this little bundle of joy and a signed script, and that is the Cat Bundle. Of course, if this doesn't seem like your color and you want to choose that, that's fine with me. But those are
I
all
think
my
that
favorites.
color looks great on everybody.
I do too.
Late night, I even wear that color.
It does. So that's the Cat Bundle, and you can start that. Oh, and a cameo comes with that. I guess that they call it a cameo, but
Whoa.
I will make a videotape for whoever you like or yourself, and I can make it whatever you want. If it's a birthday, motivational, inspirational, whatever you want it to be, I will tape that. I've made like 4 of those and so far, and I really, for auction winners, and I really love them because I feel like I know everybody personally.
I just noticed
so.
you have your I Dream of Jeannie hairdo on
Yeah,
tonight.
you like that?
It's an I Dream. Can you do the little thing for us? The little bottle thing? There you go.
I see. I knew what you meant.
Of course
right.
you did.
So
That
we're
could have been
off
the
and
trivia.
running.
We could have been on trivia tonight, see?
That's right. So we're off and running. So Debbie Bundle and Cat Bundle, those are up and running. And then, of course, I just can't tell you how much I love this book. I just want to talk about this book for a minute, honey, because I read it, and it was the night. Do you remember when I was up and you woke up at 1 and you said, why are you up?
No, it was like 3.
No, it was hourly. You woke up at 1
Yeah,
and
it just
said,
kept going
aren't
on.
you going to bed? Yeah. I just, 2, aren't you going to bed? 3 a.m. Aren't you going to bed? Honey, come to sleep.
Well,
No,
you were
I
sitting in
can't.
bed, but you...
I didn't stop reading it till 5 a.m. And I finished it, and I couldn't put it down only because I know Paul, and I love the story because it is just such a remarkable thing to leave acting when you're 24, 25 years old, and you're just jumping through the hoop of fame and says, I am missing something. and goes to the Order of Mother Teresa back in New York, and then spent years there. And he was on Knight Rider when I met him. He was 21, but he was playing like a 15-year-old.
Well, don't you do an interview with him right now?
I do, so we're going to do it right now. We're going to
Right
show
now?
the interview. And so we'll be back right after that for more fun. But here is Paul LaGreca, the author of The Boy Behind the China Cabinet. It's such a great book.
It stopped real quick. Go.
That was quick.
Oh, 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Okay, everybody. So I talked last week about Paul LaGreca, who's here with us right now, and about his new book, The Boy Behind the China Cabinet. And so many of you were so interested in this book. And so, first of all, I want to welcome Paul LaGreca to the Cat and Todd Live.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Kat. You're the best.
Thank you. Well, I want you to know that this book, and we'll put it, on the bottom here so people can see the name of the book throughout. But it was so interesting to me because, first of all, I'm Christian. Love that you wrote and are so connected in your faith, to the point where you actually quit your acting career at the age of, was it 25?
24.
24 years old. You quit your acting career right when it was about to really blast off, and you were doing really well. I mean, you came there from New York, and that boy from the Bronx, and came to Los Angeles, and bam, 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 bam. Just name a few of the things, if you would, that you acted on, and
Sure.
let everybody.
Before I came to Hollywood, I did off-Broadway Barnum's Last Life with Harris Yulin and Brent Collins, who was starring in one of the soap operas. I think All My
Dark
Children.
Shadows, was it? Or?
Yeah, something like Another World.
Oh, Another World, my first show. Okay.
Yeah. Was it? And then after that, I went to LA. I got met a casting director who right away put me in a show called Erotic Images, right? That's in the book.
Oh, that's a funny story. Yes, we'll talk about that during the interview.
And then after that, I got the guest role on Knight Rider. I recurred on the TV series The Whiz Kids. I did the pilot of Airwolf. I did Fame, the TV series. I did a movie, a couple of pictures for Columbia, one with Alan Arkin and Peter Falk called Big Trouble. So my career was like, it took off. I was doing very well.
Right. And what I love about this story is that, it's funny when people make decisions and take turns and make choices, and every choice has a consequence, and whether the consequence is something you enjoy or not.
Yep.
And you decided to leave when your career was just about to take off, and tell them what you decided to do.
Sure. So I was really making a splash at Universal, and all the casting directors were requesting me, which you want to happen, and something wasn't right. And I went to a party for UNICEF at 20th Century Fox with April Lehrman, who was on the TV series Charles in Charge at the time, and we sat there at the UNICEF thing, and they shut off all the lights. You watch a movie. Afterwards, you have a champagne, you kibitz, you write a check, and you go home.
Yes.
Well, as I'm watching this video, something in me woke up, and it was like an epiphany. It was as if a light came off the screen and touched my heart.
Huh.
And I saw children with distended stomachs, children with orange hair, all signs of malnutrition, picking up crumbs off the street. And I realized that the life that I'd been living, I was moving in a very self-indulgent direction. And it wasn't enough for me just to write a check. Something said, you need to do more. And so when it ended, I was actually tearful, and April was making fun of me. And I'm going to send you this when it's done. And then I went to Valerie Harper, who was running it, And she said, look, you just got to town. What are you talking about? You want to be a missionary? She goes, you don't do anything crazy. Stay still. Get your career going. Learn your craft. At any rate, I decided to go home after many months because the joy of giving and volunteering replaced the joy of wanting to be in front of the camera. It was a very odd thing. I write about it in the book. And then I went home. And when I went home, I met Mother Teresa in the South Bronx. Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
then?
And then, well, I met her sisters first. My father would go every week and drop off meat. Daddy was a butcher, and we would drop off bags of donated food that he would give to the poor. And it was a soup kitchen and a men's shelter. And he took me with him, and one of the sisters said, oh, you're Jack's son. So good to meet you. And she was very sweet. And she said, I think you should come and you should help us now that you're back from Los Angeles. You're an actor. I said, yeah. I go, I'll be pursuing my career from New York. And she said, we need help in summer camp. Do you know how to act and do things with children? And like I went into a panic. I'm like, oh my God, what would I do? So I said, sure, if you need me. And I volunteered and I did summer camp. I had 100 kids in the South Bronx singing Hooray for God in the streets of the Bronx. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. At any rate, one of the priests there invited me to Washington, D.C. to come see their life. And it happened that when I walked in the door, it was an AIDS shelter for 100 men. And Mother just opened it. And when I walked in, there she was. She was in town.
Oh, I don't know what I would do. I mean, how did you feel at that moment when you're looking at Mother Teresa?
You just smile. First, she looks like anybody's grandma. Like you just want to hug her and hold her, but you want to be with her. Mm-hmm. There's something about her persona or her aura that you don't want to leave Mother. And she came up to me and Father said, this is, she came around and introduced herself to the new guys. And she said, what is your name, brother? And I said, my name is Paul, and I'm here to see the life. And she said, very good. She goes, oh, we need a St. Paul. So,
she had a sense of humor.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. That night at dinner, she noticed me staring at the brownies on the table, and she was serving us, believe it or not. And she goes, oh, I see Brother Paul is looking at the big brownie. Give him that one. And I'm like, oh, my God. And here we are trying to be humble and demure, and she noticed me. It was great. But yes, she said, you come and you see our life. And so I did. Yeah.
But here's the thing that made me go, oh my gosh. First of all, you and I are supposed to know each other because when you did Knight Rider, you were just, you actually were 21.
I was 20. I just turned 21.
Turned 21, but you looked and played 15 or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Am I right? And
16th,
so,
yeah. Uh-huh.
So I saw you on the set because I came to visit the set.
You did.
And, you just looked like a kid. I would have never, ever thought you were 21 years old. Now, we didn't really have any interaction that I recall.
Well, I just remember, I think you were with another actress. I think Jack Gill's wife.
Yeah, Morgan
Brittany.
Yes, Morgan Brittany. Right.
And I thought you were both so beautiful. I was dumbstruck. I really was. I'm like, but you were both, it wasn't physical either. It was you both from the inside shone.
Thank you.
And I just thought I said, I could be friends with these people. They're so beautiful. Yeah.
But it took us how many years?
I know it happens when God wants it to happen.
So 30 something years later, 35.
Here we are, Kat.
Well, no, what happened was we met each other. We were both at the same Knight Rider convention that Mark Poet puts on. It's called Southern Knights of Atlanta, which is a great event. And it's very intimate. And I go every year, but you came this one year, maybe 3 years ago?
3 years ago, I was asked to come as the guest because my episode was going to be like the featured episode or something.
Yes.
Like that, right?
And so that's where we met each other and we just went, zzz.
Yeah.
Instant connection.
Instant.
Okay.
Instant.
So now I love the story about you writing this book because it was just a thought in your head. You had started making notes and things about this. We talked about it in the back of a car on the way to something in Atlanta. And then when I read the book, just got a chance to finally read it. When I read it, and you said you worked at an answering service as an answering service operator. You're not going to believe this.
Were you Hollywood too? Were you actor phone? Oh no.
Well, it was called Sunset Dial, and it was when I
Oh,
first got to
yeah.
Hollywood. That was that was my day job in the 70s that I answered.
Oh my God, how funny.
No, do you understand? You start to see how God
Yes,
puts people
that is crazy. So you were at an answering service too.
for a long. It was the only. I couldn't see myself waiting on tables because I'm terrible at it,
Yeah.
and I just I didn't know what to do for a day job, but I really love people like you do. And so, you know, I went to work for the answering service before answering machines. It was before everything. And I was talking to famous people every day, and, you know, and giving them their message. And I just thought it was fun, but it did get heavy, and for exactly the same reasons you talk about in the book, because you're taking everybody else's good news. And also, you were all sitting in this room with a big wheel in the middle.
Oh, God.
Do you remember?
Hollywood 2, one moment, please. Hollywood 2, one moment, please. Checking. You have 2 messages. Remember? Oh
yeah. And I got to tell Sharon Gless when she got the part on Cagney and Lacey.
Oh, my God. You're kidding.
I am not. It was like
That is crazy.
75 or so. I don't remember, but it was something like that. And when I saw that chapter in your book about you working at the answering service as an answering service operator, I thought, I don't know anybody, but there's 4 or so of you at the same time, and it can be really great, but you can it becomes like a dysfunctional family when you're
so dysfunctional.
So let's talk about the title, because I love the title, the boy behind the china cabinet. And I was really touched because the china cabinet, and I'll let you tell that, was your refuge. It was where you could hide with your special things. And then when you moved out of the Bronx into New Jersey, your china cabinet was in the kitchen, so that was gone.
Forget about it. Right.
and you had to find a new place to be safe.
That's right.
Yeah. To be in Paul's World.
That's right.
So,
my brothers I had 5 older brothers. I was the youngest of 6 boys, as you know. And so, you know, when you grow up in the Bronx, you have to be tough. You got to learn how to survive the streets, right? So my brothers were concerned that I couldn't box. They would be like, "Hey, come on!" As soon as they saw me, they would wrestle me to the ground. You know, I'm a creative, so you know, I wanted my crayons, I wanted my colors, I wanted things with color fascinated me. So it was a little different than my brothers. So I had to learn where to put my things so that my brothers couldn't destroy my things. And they would be safe, because they would break my crayons. So behind the china cabinet, because it was catty corner in the upstairs show kitchen, I had like my phonograph, my records, my art, and there was enough room for me to stand if I wanted to. And so that was my little refuge. But the china cabinet symbolism itself is something that has carried through my whole life. So I've learned that I like solitude. And I've learned that I'm a private person, and as outgoing as I am, I need a lot of space.
Yeah.
And I think a lot, and I just have to process all the time. Yeah, no, I'm just really, really happy that I finally did this. This was a series of short stories, you know, that I had written, you know, after I left the Missionaries of Charity, when I left Mother Teresa's order. It was too strict for me there. That's why I left. And I started to write about Charlie. I started to write about the autumn. As things came up in me, I would express them.
Yeah.
And then I started to tie them together. When I met you, I was doing the tie job, but I wanted to go to Hay House's Las Vegas convention, because they were talking to aspiring writers and how to publish a book. So,
you know, are they still doing that? Even Louise Hay.
They do.
And so if people want to take this kind of seminar, which you did, and then you got real serious about writing this book and
finished it because of that.
What is the name of the website that somebody could go to see where those seminars? Oh, I bet they're doing them online now. I bet
they might be. If you go to hayhouse.com, you want to look for the Writers Workshop, and you'll see it. It should be a header, and they do about 3 a year in a different city. So, and basically what they go through is the CEO is Reed Tracy, and he stands up there. He was so honest, and he said, "Look, A lot of you think you have to have traditional publishers. Because let me tell you something, you know, a lot of traditional publishers don't even give you an advance now. You know, you usually get $5,000 and then you write your book. And then when they make their money back, you'll make more money. They don't even do that anymore. You have
Well,
to do your own publicity. You have to do,
you do
unless
anyway.
you're,
You do anyway.
right.
When you're, if you're
That's
with a
it.
publisher. I've done it, and you know, it's really, I love self-publishing because I also can write a book and get it out there, not wait a year. I've written,
And it's mine. 10 years from now, if I want 50 copies, I can have it printed.
yes,
I don't have to, I'm not at the mercy of the backlog or whatever the hell it's called.
right.
I would love an agent and I'd love to get traditionally published one day. That would be great. But this worked for me. And actually, a publisher in Manhattan by the name of Marty Howler read the book, and she said to me, "Don't go to a traditional publisher." She says, I've been in this business for 40 years. She goes, "Not this. You're going to get a 26-year-old agent, literary agent, that's going to rip it apart and tell you what you need to focus on. Then you're going to get to a publisher when you're done, and the publisher might not even want it." She said, "This is unique. Self-publish this one, and
Yeah.
then wait for the second. When you do your second book, that's a different story."
Well, I love this book, Paul. I
Thank you, Kat.
read it. I'm
Thank you.
a crazy reader, and I read it within one sitting. It took me several hours, and I really loved it because I got all of it. I got the God and Christian and heart aspect of it. I got that, you know, you were a sensitive child, and I was too. And you know what's interesting? When I was little, maybe you were like this too. I I I was so sensitive that I couldn't deal with people that were like, if going to help the poor was something in my heart, but I'd be so scared, you know, because I wouldn't be able to emotionally survive it. And
Yeah.
you know, as I grew up, I lost all that fear, you know, and
Mhm.
I can deal with, I have dealt with everything, death
Right.
close up, you know, people who
Yes.
have all kinds of very serious problems, health,
Mhm.
mental, everything. I don't take them on like I thought I would when I was little, because then you're of no use to anybody. If you
Right.
can't just listen, if you can't help people by being, you know, helping, of course, feeding people and all that,
Yeah.
but just being the vessel for them to speak all that needs to come out and not
When
be
you, yeah.
affected by it. It took me a
Right.
long time.
When
And
you have a heart as big as yours, when your heart overflows with that, it's love,
yeah,
and you don't know what to do with it.
yeah,
I'll never forget the Jerry Lewis, no, Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet.
yeah,
When we were little, they used to do some kind of a telethon. Not was it muscular dystrophy? At any rate,
I
it might have
remember
been
it.
the Jerry Lewis. They used to sing the song, "Look at us, we're walking, look at us, we're talking," and then rolling the kids in chairs and with their legs. I used to get so overwhelmed by it.
Yeah,
I had to hide behind the couch and cry. My father caught me one day. He goes, "Why are you crying?" I said, "The children on the TV." But it's a gift.
yeah.
And when your heart wants is filled with that much love, you know, it's just a gift, and you find a way to share it.
And you know, you were authentically you. And when you were being teased by your brothers because you weren't a tough boy from the Bronx, and you were a
I'm a
very,
tough ass now.
but you know what? You were a sensitive kid. You're a
Yeah,
sensitive man,
right.
and you're just a beautiful human being. And I loved your book
Thank you.
so much. I cannot tell you enough. Those of you who are watching this conversation,
Thank you.
The Boy Behind the China Cabinet is an amazing story that you will so relate to on so many levels, but it's also got that Hollywood aspect to it, which I enjoyed and related to so much. And I'm so glad you're back in my life.
Thank you. I'm glad you're in mine.
Yeah.
I love you to death. You and Todd.
Thank you. Well, so I hope everyone enjoyed getting to meet you. He's an amazing.
Thank you, everybody, for listening and hanging in there. And I think I think the book is a interesting read. If you go to the reviews, people say they can't put the book down, so I don't know how that happened.
I couldn't put the book down. That is the truth. I read it in about 6 hours, and
Incredible.
yeah, I was sitting in my bed, and I have like a crick in my neck from, I just couldn't stop reading it. I got a crick.
Funny.
Thank you, Paul. God bless
I love you to death. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Bye bye.
Bye, Kat.
There you have it.
So it was so magical to be reconnected with Paul, 3 years ago, and to watch him do this. And I don't know if you all noticed, but there's a place in the interview towards the end where we showed a website. Now, it looks like, so that was the Hay House website. Why did we show that? Because Paul
Okay.
took the course. I think it was
I can
5
do it.
or 7 days. And it really teaches you how to write a book.
That one there?
And remember
That one?
there, Writer's Workshop online course. My sister's here tonight, and I think she would absolutely love this course. I want to take this course even though I've written 2 books, because I love continuing education of any type. If I can learn something, and I'm sure I would, I really want to take this course. But anyone can take this course, and in my opinion, everybody has a story. And your story, even if it's been tough, your hard times can be your testimony. And I think that self-publishing is such a gift today that people don't have to wait for a publisher. I've had my book published by a big publisher, and I self-published Cat and Fern's Excellent God Adventure because I wanted to write it and get it out there. I didn't want to wait. When you turned your book in for, how long did you wait for that book to come out?
Maybe 3 months, 4 months.
That's remarkable because most people.
But they were,
they
hot
they
and
were
they
very.
were ready for it.
Yes, but usually you wait about a year after you turn your book into the big publisher because there's just so much that goes on with it. So 10 months to a year is not unusual. So if you have a story and you might think about taking this course. And when we were talking about it, I thought, oh, I wish I'd been able to take that back with him 3 years ago.
Now, your friend who has, wrote this book, and he had the epiphany with Mother Teresa and all that. That is such a cool story on its own. I understand this is a global story about him, but just that little epiphany in life is we've all experienced our own versions of that. Many, many years ago, I was working on a documentary, and I met the Sisters of Life that are based out of New York City.
Yes.
And it's a group of nuns that take in girls that want to have their child, can't keep their child necessarily, and what they do in this home, somebody gave them a big brownstone, huge brownstone.
Really?
Yeah. But they are the most selfless people. It is the most amazing group of women ever. I mean, the John Lennon song Imagine, there's no possessions. I mean, they truly have no possessions. And everything we would give them, because as a production company, you're feeding the whole crew. Everything we'd bring in, they would take out immediately and share, with all of the people that either were living there or on the streets. I mean, they are just this amazing, selfless group of people. Now, we have talked about on our show a lot about how we are the eyes and hands of God in our own communities, finding our little things that we can do to affect the world in some way. It doesn't mean you have to drop everything and go running off to Africa. There's a lot of stuff in our own backyard.
Actually, Joshua Dixon, who is one of the people in the room, I'm reading there, and he said, before the interview actually sort of started, he thought, well, can't you live your life and serve God?
Yes.
Basically, that was the question, and I said, absolutely, yes.
Well, and that's what I was
of
trying to
course.
say is that we all have, we all have the ability to find things in our own, literally in our own backyards and our own communities. I just don't think the federal government belongs in every little aspect of that, nor could they possibly see it all like we can see it. So, segue. the Debbie bundle is obviously going
Oh,
well.
yes,
So I'm going to add to the Debbie bundle. Well, it
okay.
doesn't matter what it is. I'm going
Well,
to.
it does because if people are,
Oh, but
bidding, they
I'm
don't
adding
know.
this to it because we've been talking about nuns. So here's my mother playing
one
a
of
nun.
my favorite movies she made,
The
The
Singing Nun. And
her Debbie bundle is up to $900, and the cat bundle is up to $155. It's hard for them because
Yeah,
there's
so
many.
no, that's good to remind
Yeah,
them.
so
But
I'm
I'm going to
letting you
include
know where it
this. This
stands.
comes from our sponsor, Time Warner. All the DVDs that we give away come from Time Warner. They're gracious enough to become one of our sponsors. In addition to Time Warner, LasVegas.net is our broadcast sponsor.
Yes, which is great. So we're going to have faster.
Well, we
bandwidth,
have what we have
better
right now,
bandwidth.
and they actually are sponsoring the airwaves currently.
We haven't had any issues tonight. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We are on the air. We're not in Facebook jail.
Well, getting to Facebook jail
Dora
generally
said
is
there's
no
no
music.
music.
Well, I was running the
That's
Apple slideshow, but that's all canned music. You can't
You
get
look
in
very
trouble there.
beautiful tonight, Dora.
Wave to everybody, Dora. There you go.
There's my girl. My right hand, my left hand.
And we have some friends back there. We have Greg Hockman and his wife that have joined
Sandy.
us. This is our big audience back there. So
I'm real excited because Sandy is is it called a patient advocate? Is there a better name, or is that exactly right? Primary patient advocate, which is really a great thing because if you don't until you get really sick, you don't know how much you need that because there's so many things that you don't know the answer to. She has to make a video tomorrow, and she's camera shy. Got a great personality though in real life, but people get like when they have to get in front of a camera or a group of people. So I'm going to be coaching Sandy tomorrow, and we're going to make her it's a 5-minute video that patient advocates from all over the world are putting together. So I'm really excited because I love a good challenge, and I know this is going to be easy. I do. Sandy, it's going to be easy.
why don't we bring you up here right now and practice?
Oh, no. That's so hardcore. Oh, my God. So
well.
a lot of people are talking about how they are really excited to have that link to the Hay House workshop. I will post it on my Facebook page because, hey, you're at home, it's a really great way
It's
to
a good
learn how to
time
write
to write.
a book. Yeah, it's a
well,
great.
this is a good time to create. A lot of people
Yeah.
I know are creating during this time, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm excited. You're putting the Singing Nun into the Debbie bundle, so I'll put
Singing
it right
Nun has
there.
been added in.
Yeah.
And in fact, there is the Debbie bundle right there to your, if you hold up the DVD right there, you see.
Yes. Now, Diane Vass, I gave everybody, because laughing right now is really important. Laughing is literally medical.
I kind of
because-
missed that show too.
Which one?
The Laugh In.
Oh, yes. That was a great show. But I gave everyone an assignment to rent, or I don't know. I don't even know how to say to do it. But get the movie by whatever means necessary that you have if you're on HBO, Netflix, whatever.
Get what movie?
Apple. In and Out.
Oh.
Your mom's
yeah.
movie with Kevin Kline. So I had a handful of people who did it. And Diane Vasquez, who actually helps us with, finding the correct winners by comparison. She's in New York. She posted a picture of her on her Facebook page.
Of who?
And it was Diane Vasquez and you at your book signing in Boston. So
That's right.
She came all the way from New York to Boston to see you.
Wow.
That is a really great thing. Thank you, Diane.
Yes.
So she said, I haven't done my last assignment, but she's going to.
It's a fun film.
Well, the reason it's a great film and
do we have a copy of In and Out over there or no?
and
In and Out. I think there's one in the front row
And the
there.
reason that that's the assignment was because we watched it the other night, and I laughed every scene, every 2 scenes, really laughed. There's not a lot of movies that really do that to me, but everybody in it, Kevin Kline, your mom, Tom Selleck, everybody in it was so good, and it's such a funny story, and the movie holds up so beautifully because it just looks like it was shot yesterday. The music's not outdated. Was that from the 90s, the In and Out?
Yes. We were doing the hotel in those days.
You had the hotel.
Yep, she had to leave for a few weeks to go do that.
Right. So when your mom would leave the hotel because she was the headliner there in the beautiful theater you built her, What would you do when your mom went to do a movie?
We brought in other headliners that were from the similar cutout. So we had Mickey Rooney would come in, and we had the Smothers Brothers would come in, and Tony Bennett came in a bunch of times. We had a lot of different high-end performers that filled in for her.
Wow. You know what I would have liked if I had been in with you all in those days? And your mom and I used to talk about that all the time. Remember the hotel came back up for sale, and we were like, oh, we wish we could buy it back. And your mom would have loved that, because she just loved people, and she would sing and do a great show, and then just hang out all night, with people, which would have been so fun. But I think what would have been really fun is did you run movies on Saturday in that theater? Monday. So you had Monday night
at the movies.
At the movies.
No, it was actually in the day. It was a
day?
matinee.
So Monday at the movies, and what you did was you ran a classic film, and then you would have the star of that film come and speak after the movie.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Well, you obviously had to be a fan of the golden era. You needed to.
There's a lot of us.
There are, but I mean, not everybody is a Jane Russell fan. But obviously, there's plenty of Jane Russell fans. So this theater was packed, and we would run the film. She would come out. My mother would do the interview with Jane, which is fantastic. By the way, we have all these filmed, so at some day we might share with
we
our
might
crew
go into
here.
that magic cloud, whatever it is, and wherever it is. The cloud
No,
confuses
it's in
me.
we
The
have the
cloud.
server. No,
Where does it
in
go?
fact,
Where is the cloud?
Ryan has seen some of these interviews. We could certainly share that. I might even get permission to run more than 2 or 3 minutes of film clips to go with it. But at any rate, it was a fun time. In fact, if you look at the Stubby bundle right here, you'll notice right here,
Yes.
this actually got signed during that time. Because I told you this guy passed away, and we donated back the collection of all the things my
Russ.
mother had gave
Yes.
everything back. So my mother, so that makes it even more interesting as it connects to the Monday at the Movies. What made you think of the Monday at the Movies?
Because we were talking about the hotel, and my brain is a little like a computer, and it went all
Well,
the things that went
but
on
the
there.
Monday at the
and I
Movies-
just thought that would be fun. I would love to go.
But
do
isn't that
now.
interesting? It just so happens that we chose an item that actually was signed during that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know so because I know all the stuff that was signed to Russ that we eventually got back to my mom.
Was he a Las Vegas
He
resident?
was. Yeah, and he went to every
collected
movie.
everything from her.
In fact, he used to come in and my mother would say, "Are you sure you want me to write your name on this?" And the guy would go, "Absolutely." Sometimes she did, sometimes she didn't. But he had so many different things signed. And then when he passed on, he had donated everything back to my mother. And she was thrilled to get it because she didn't even have a copy of a lot of the things that he had copies of. Let me have this DVD again for 1
the
second.
DVD?
Just
The
for 1 second.
Singing Nun?
The Singing Nun.
Dominica, Nica, Nic. I love that song.
Sonale to simplement.
There you go.
So this DVD, this movie, I should say, was pretty funny. See, she's driving a Vespa. So I was still a pretty young boy, but I was pretty interested in that Vespa. And my mother had to learn to play guitar in this movie. And this is right when I started to learn to play guitar, because I used to watch her play guitar in practice for this movie, and I thought, oh, that looks kind of cool. So that is actually what led to me learning how to play guitar, was because she did it here. Also, I was fascinated with that Vespa as well. But in this movie is a good friend of mine, Mark Rich. He plays one of the boys,
right.
and he's in one of the the
grew up with him.
orphanage. Yeah, so that was Margie Duncan's, my mother's oldest friend, who's still alive. Margie's 160. And Mark was her son. So anyway, I think this is a lot of people love this movie. When my mother used to do her show, and she'd do medleys of songs and things, when she would sing Dominique, the audience would just automatically come right in on the beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's shocking how many people knew that song.
I think it's one of the greatest songs in classic film history.
So here's a funny thing that came with this. So my mother, frequently when someone would get hurt or something, she said, I'll handle it. You know, I'm a nurse. I was trained to be a nurse. And we'd all go, when exactly were you trained to be a nurse? When did you squeeze that in between what movie? So what she was really talking about was in this movie. She plays a nun/nurse. So this is when she was trained to be a nurse. So I feel much better now that she got her training on the set. And so it did us all well. But anyway, I thought that was funny. So Singing Nun, great film. And for those of you that aren't going, we're not doing a giveaway on this. I mean, we're putting it with the Debbie bundle.
Right.
But it's, it can be viewed on Time Warner. It's worth having. So
Oh,
it's another one of these stories, in effect about what you were just talking about, how this group of nuns went into the community and how they affect the community. In this case, it was sort of how to overreach even, and how to properly affect the community without turning everybody off. And there you have it. That's the context of that.
Well,
Well,
Barbara Hammond is saying that if people want to watch In and Out, the movie that was the homework
that's on
assignment.
Amazon probably. Or
Oh, well,
something.
she says if you have Starz, Starz.
Oh, is it
you
on
watch
like
that.
now? Yeah, sure I
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
That you can watch it on that, or she said it's like $3.99 to rent. That's what we did, actually. I think we rented that.
I do have obviously a copy of it, but I
Yeah,
think
but-
we were too lazy to go find it.
I remember that was a Sunday, which is our day together, really.
And you don't want to, go working or looking around scrounging for a DVD.
That is true.
Now,
Oh, yes.
if we were at the ranch, of course, I would have had it all alphabetized on the shelf, and someday we'll move all of that stuff.
Well, I have to say that
It's time for giveaways.
I know, because we have trivia tonight.
And now the time has come.
Trivia. Numbers.
Tri-
Gifts.
hit it.
Prizes. Are you ready?
Hit it. Go.
Everybody's ready. Let's do this. Oh, also, The Sinking Nun was a true story.
The Singing Nun was based on a true story.
Yeah, and I love looking up the
And
real Singing
they
Nun
are really,
on
yes.
YouTube on Ed Sullivan.
That is right.
I love
They
that.
actually
I
did
looked that
have.
up on YouTube.
Now that actually became a gold record for my mother, the remake. But the record was a big hit, and they were from like France or somewhere. I can't remember where. The actual Singing Nuns, which
Or-
makes sense since Dominique is a French song. Okay, I'm
and
glad
in the movie, wasn't it about a little boy?
it is.
Yeah. All right.
His name is Dominique.
Really?
Dominique, Nika, son de
Dominique,
simplement.
Nika.
Coucher,
This is the song of Dominique.
Exactly.
We're ready. Okay, mystery gift.
Now, do I need any videos for this?
Yes, this videos, right? Trivia.
Trivia.
Oh, it's just ask questions.
Straight trivia.
Okay. All right. Get your fingers on the keyboard. You might just know the answer to these quickly.
Now, can Greg, can they participate or no? Because they're here. Technically, they are here.
They are here, but they can have whatever they want. So we're going to give everybody in TV land a chance to do this. Mystery gift number 1. Question: what famous magician, perhaps the most famous, died on Halloween? Died on Halloween. What famous magician died on October 31st?
I did not know this, by the way.
You didn't,
No.
but I knew this.
You knew this, but most of
Yes.
us don't.
Right.
You
Here
guys
we go.
don't know.
I have mine. Okay. Waiting for Diane. I have it. She's got it. We're waiting for Diane to see if we all have the same one. Look how many people actually knew this. A lot. He also said that because, he and his wife were very... Latex Styles. We all have the same one. Congratulations, Latex. Let's see what you won. He told his wife if he could come back from the other
Beyond.
side, that he would, and he never has. So
That's not true. He came back as a fly, and she squashed him on the table.
I don't
It
believe
was terrible.
that you said
It's a
that.
terrible story. It's a true story. It's terrible. She didn't realize that he'd come back as a fly, and
Latex.
she smashed him dead on the fucking table. It's bad. Sorry about that.
You have won the foundation and powder. You can just go ahead and write me on my private message and tell me what shade you are. If you want to send me a picture, I will help you pick that out. But I think you already know that.
Can you be a
maybe.
shade of gray, or do you have to be actually?
Gray I don't have, but I'd have light, medium, light, extra light, medium, medium light. We have
Et
the
cetera.
spectrum. Anyway, it's great because on the top part, I can't show it because it's mine. But the top part is...
It's used.
You see mine. I used it before the show. So the top part is the foundation. Bottom part is the matching powder. And they come in 2 different things, but they screw together so that you don't have to take up a lot of room in your purse. And that is Lay Test Styles. That is what you have won. All right?
Okay, the next question,
Next question is you do it.
how many million pounds, how many millions of pound of candy corn,
Candy
pounds
corn.
of candy corn
Yeah.
are purchased each year? How many millions of pounds? So this number is going to be between 25 and 40. I don't know who in the world could possibly
Ryan,
know.
But it's like playing numbers because how many millions of pounds? First of all, what kind of reading was that?
So
how
you
many
can guess.
millions of
It's 'cause I'm
pounds of candy
choking.
corn are produced each year? It's a number between 25 and 40. How many millions of pounds?
That
And
was
it's a
what's
number
called-
between 25 and 40.
I have the number.
Ryan is on he's on a weekend trip, so I
So
don't
he
even know
can't
if
guess
he's
the
here
answer.
tonight. Oh my gosh, wait
Somebody
a minute.
got it?
Yes.
Did they just guess or do they actually know?
I'm waiting for
an
confirmation.
impossible
Let
thing
me
to know.
look. Okay. I love that if we all get the same one. It makes me feel really good because we're on all these different devices. Heather Tanchuk. Okay, we got the three. Heather Tanchuk, you guessed it at 35 million pounds of candy corn. Okay, what does this relate to in cavities? I was a dentist's daughter, and let me tell you, my father caught me with the candy corn. I would get in so much trouble because I wasn't allowed to eat candy, so I spent every cent of my allowance on
Hiding
candy.
it.
And I couldn't hide it because I had cavities. I got busted easily. 35 million pounds of candy corn. All right, so what did you win? Okay, so the auction will close after the fourth prize. We are on prize number 2. Heather Tanchuk. Ha ha ha. Heather, you have won one of my favorite products that it's called Radiance, and this is a makeup primer. It looks like it has color, but it doesn't. Once you touch it and put it on your face, it is actually clear. It fills in fine lines and other things on your face so that your makeup looks amazing. If you don't wear makeup, this is a great product also for men because what it does is make your skin feel fantastic. It's like a moisturizer, but it's a primer. So it's like spackle. It fills in the lines on your face.
I don't like it when you equate it
It's
to spackle.
spackle for
I don't
the
like
face.
that.
I'm sorry, but that's just the
It
fact.
just doesn't sound.
That's what makeup primer does. That's what it does. Okay?
It
It's spackle.
smooths and softens the skin
It
tones.
does. But you know what it does
It is
too that I
not
love?
spackle.
It has a blurring effect. So
It
when you put it on,
smooths and softens the skin tones to enhance the radiance of the beauty of the person wearing this magical makeup. Much better than spackle. Get out the freaking scraper and push and some, press some spackle
are you
in.
done?
Just check it out.
Where's the pirate? Make me
I'm
laugh.
going away.
Okay.
I'll come back later.
Don't make me fire you now.
No, I know. I'm watching for
Okay.
a memo.
The boss lady. Okay, anyway, it has a blurring effect, so it covers impurities, even though it's clear. It is an amazing product. Heather Tanchuk, this is yours. We are going on to the mystery prize number 3, and take it away.
Me?
Yes.
All right, number 3, the mask that Michael Myers wears
Oh, I love scary movies.
in the original Halloween movie
Yes.
was a $2 mask that was spray painted white of what famous Star Trek actor?
Okay, the reading was
Was that good?
substandard. Here it is.
What?
The mask
I
that
thought
Michael
I
Myers.
thought I laid it out.
People, things are at stake. Here we go.
High stakes. I thought I laid it out.
The mask that Michael Myers
All right,
wears in the original Halloween movie was a $2 mask that was spray painted white of what famous Star Trek actor?
I was crystal clear. I don't think that was as good as my reading at all. My
Okay.
reading was far better.
We have a wiener?
We have a winner.
We do have a wiener. Oh my God. Let's see. We have so many wieners.
What's the
Who
name?
got it first? Hold on. Okay. I have mine. Do you have yours? Yeah. And Diane? Is it Shannon? Marie? Yeah. Shannon Marie, you are the wiener. Let's see what you won. Okay, so we have Shannon Marie. Ah, Shannon Marie. A $25 gift certificate to catcosmetics.com, the most fun place in the world to buy makeup and the best makeup there is, if I may say so myself. $25 gift
But they
certificate
don't.
to catcosmetics.com.
They don't have spackle there, though. There's no,
No, they
spackle.
have radiance.
No spackle.
But this was donated, I want to say, by Frank Ferruccio, who is in the house tonight. Thank you, Frank. Thank you so much. You always are so good to our people. So,
William.
Shannon Marie, right?
No, the answer.
Oh, the answer to the question. A small thing. You have
William
the paper.
Shatner.
William Shatner was the answer. I didn't know that, and I am a horror film freak. I love scary movies.
And I'll tell you something else. Did you know?
Barb said she liked your description better.
I thought so. And did you know that William Shatner has to use a CPAP machine? You didn't see that commercial because.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. So as famous as he was through my whole childhood, I never thought in terms of now he becomes the CPAP spokes guy. Did you know that your CPAP machine can actually get dirty and you have to have a special thing to clean it? See,
Well,
I
you
did not
remember
know
all the
that.
dialogue,
I
then.
do. William
He
told me.
sold it.
And you know what? If William says whatever he says goes, because he saved us all from the Klingon invasion, and I'm truly thankful. Truly.
I know.
I
It's
mean-
hard for me to think of William Shatner, though, as Kirk now because I know he lays in bed with this thing on his face and like an alien.
I know.
And I have so many friends that are on a CPAP, and it does save your life. And the snoring, I think, calms down a little bit.
As
which
I
is good.
said, William has
You
saved
don't
our lives
snore.
again.
You buzz. It's very cute.
Can we remind people your bundle? What is your bundle?
Oh, my bundle? Yes, we'll throw a picture up there of my bundle. It is a signed One Life to Live script by myself and Hillary B. Smith. So there's that. There is a signed photograph of me. If you would also like, I can
Right
put
here.
a signed photograph of both of Todd and I together. There is the necklace that you see in there. There is the bracelet, which I have on my wrist right now.
Well,
There
here,
is
we'll
a
go back
ring.
To that. Go back to your bracelet. Lift it up.
Okay, which camera? There we go. So the bracelet is and the ring, hold on. The ring, right there, like Wonder Woman. The lipstick, which I am wearing right now, it's called Maiden Lane or Pink Diamond, very popular. I am open to changing the lip color if that's not you. You also get the Naked Lip Liner pencil, which is very natural looking because when you draw your lips in, what God didn't give us, we draw in. That's what I say. So if you draw your lips in, you want to make sure that nobody actually notices that, right? That's your pet peeve about
Well, there is
lip
one other
liner.
point to all this,
Oh,
which
wait,
is
and
if
you
you're
get
Debbie
also
Reynolds
the,
and they shave off your eyebrows when
A
you're
lot
making a
of
movie
people did
and they
that.
don't grow back, now you really need this equipment to bring back the eyebrows that were taken from the studio. So it's not always God who takes eyebrows from people.
Well, I
It's-
didn't
it's-
mean it that
It's
way.
the studio system
And
as
so,
well.
and a lot of people overplucked. I guess that's the way of saying it. And the candle glow, which makes your skin look amazing. This is, do we have a candle glow over there, girl? Because I'll show them what that looks like. It's beautiful. These are brand new.
Would you mind, how much is all that makeup worth? I don't think people understand. It's
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of stuff.
Well, also,
Between-
the makeup, I would say, let me just guess. This is the candle glow. This is mine from the table over there because I use this every day of my life. So if I had to add that up, I'll show you what it does though. You can wear it on bare skin, or I have a face full of makeup right now, and I have it on. So now it made my skin glow. Did it?
Well, you have to turn your face slowly left to right. Now turn, slowly pan. There you go. See, now people
Okay.
can see it. Yeah.
So let me just do a quick thing on that. Oh, also you get a video I will make a video for you to anybody that you want me to, if it's for someone's birthday, your birthday, someone's anniversary, whatever. I can make an inspirational video, or I can make any kind of video that you want except racy. No racy. But I would, they call them cameos, but I'm not on Cameo, so I do these for the auction and love it. So I would So the makeup is, I don't know, maybe 65 or 70, right? But again, if you buy this bundle, I'm going to throw some stuff in, no matter what it goes for.
Well,
how
no, I
little.
was just saying
Yeah.
that if you consider the jewelry and the makeup,
The script is there, priceless. The pictures. But I promise you, whoever gets it for whatever price it is, I always
you will do
sweeten
all
the
of that.
pot.
It's 170.
Huh?
Your bundle right now is
Right now it's at 170. Yes.
Debbie's 900.
And Debbie's 900. I think is it Barb Kevern that's in the lead there? Okay, great. Let's move on to giving stuff away.
Well,
So
di-
after this, we
whoa,
close
whoa,
the
whoa,
auction.
we didn't do the question yet.
I'm ready. I just wanted to see what it was.
You cheated. I thought that was supposed to be a surprise. I tell you, between the spackle and the cheating, it's really too much.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just want to be clear that now that I understand there's a lot of scrutiny on the reading, I'll try to do a better job
Yeah,
for you.
put
'cause
something into
I'm
it.
going to
Let's
put
have
this
it
up.
once more with feeling. Then.
Once
Is that what
more
they
with
used to
feeling.
say?
Okay. 1313 Mockingbird Lane was the address of this very famous family of monsters. What was the name of that TV show?
Oh, I know this one. Yes.
No, but I want to know about the reading.
The
How
reading
was the reading?
It was good.
It was good. Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Uh,
Because I
but-
tried my best there. It's as good as it's going to get. I got
That
news
was
for
one
you.
of my favorite shows and my first childhood crush.
Was there like organ music?
Okay, hold on.
Was there
I'm gonna
organ
look.
music?
Yes, but it was more like
Can you do it? Can you do the theme? Hum it a little bit for us.
Well, wait, hold on.
Was
Let me
it
just look
da-da-da-dum?
because I want to see.
Was that the theme? Da 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 dum.
No, that was the other one.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm looking. I got it. Diane Palmieri Vote. Is that who you got? Congratulations, Diane. Congratulations. You are the wiener.
Now you can look in the bag.
I just had to look. I had to. Ah, this is the mask-friendly lipstick. What does that mean? It's called Frenemy, which is one of our biggest sellers. It is a beautiful pink that looks good on just about everybody. But we have several colors, so Diane, if you see one on my website that you like better, I'm happy to swap that out for you. Why is it mask-friendly? Because it's a beautiful color that stains your lips and does not come off, does not dry your
What do
lips
you mean
out.
by mask?
You don't get it.
No,
we
I-
have to wear masks now.
I mean, this goes right in line with like spackle. Masks, spackles, pretty drop claws, rollers.
If you put lipstick on and then a mask, what do you suppose happens?
I don't understand what the mask, though. I mean, just
Because
curiously.
we have to wear masks, so we want to wear lipstick and still look pretty, right, Sandy? We want to still look pretty, and if you take the mask off and you have lipstick, it's where you
No,
get.
I'm. Oh, wait. No, I'm
Do
not.
you get it?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so if I put lipstick on,
Yeah.
and it doesn't dry because lipstick moves, it travels.
Okay.
I love lipstick, but these days
But what
I
is
wear
the,
this.
Where does the
so
ma-
this
what
doesn't-
does mask have to do with it? I don't get it. Because like,
Am
I
I-
still don't get it.
We're closing the auction item.
Okay, we're closing the auction item. 5, 4, 3, 2, closed. Okay, so this dries to a beautiful finish. You can't kiss it off. You can't eat it off. You can't make out it off. You can't do any of that.
So it's better than
So when
lipstick.
you put it on, yes, it's a lip stain and it's beautiful. And so if you get somewhere and take your mask off, your lips look good and not smudged. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going on to. There's nothing in number 5.
How
I
do you
don't-
know?
Dora,
I'm sorry,
there's nothing in number 5.
the number 5 is
It was stolen.
It's okay.
The,
Ah, yes.
it's been a
Is
been
there
a
one
thief.
over there?
There's
I
a,
think. Oh no.
there's a thief.
Okay, she's going to get it.
No,
All right,
no, no.
read,
just
read number 5.
do 6. We'll move to 6. Come
We'll
back
move
to
to
5.
6. Okay, 5
Moving
is
to
good.
6.
Is
I'll
goody
do
too.
6.
All right, 6 it is. Coming on up.
Oh, we're gonna have to. We're
Oh,
gonna,
the answer was the Munsters.
yes.
And
So what
Eddie
is the
Munster
theme
was
song
my
to
first.
it? What
Do 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 do
Do do do do do do do do.
That's it. That
Got
was.
it. Got it. That's a good.
That's a goodie. Okay.
Now these are both numbers, by the way.
All right. Oh, they're numbers.
They're both numbers.
Okay,
It
so,
doesn't matter which one you do. Just do 6. Come back to 5. So just
This
here.
is 6.
yeah, I'm saying just
So
jump
it's a
right to
number.
it.
I'm
They're both
thinking of a
numbers.
number.
Thinking of a number.
I am thinking of a number between 90 and 100. Between 90 and
Start
100.
watching.
So we are going to see, I'll put that right there. We are going to see between 90 and 100. I'm thinking of it now. What is the number that I am thinking of? I picked it out before the show, wrote it down. Diane knows it. Dora knows it, and I know it. And I think Todd might know it.
I've read it.
Yeah. So what is the number? You guys are doing great. I have the number right here. All right. Between 90 and 100, what is the number for mystery prize? Number 6. Where did I put that? It says, oh, here it is. Okay. Mystery prize number 6. Okay. No one has gotten it yet? Yeah, we moved on to 6. Okay.
We just come back.
We'll come back to 5. No one has gotten it yet. Mm-hmm. All right. No one. Oh, I got it. I got mine. Let's see if you get yours. And Diane gets hers. Someone did get it. Huh? I got it. You haven't gotten it yet? Isn't that funny how all these devices have lags? So you didn't see it yet? Wow. I saw it 30 seconds ago. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me go back. It is Terry Dixon. The number is 100. 100 is the number that was in my mind. Terry Dixon, you have won. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to open it here. What did I do with 6? Right here. Here it is. Okay. Terry, you have won, there we go. These are new. They're not on the site. They will be up tomorrow. And they are new. And I love. We have a lot of new things coming out next week. So we have an email blast and everything going out next week. Make sure you're signed up at catcosmetics.com because new. All right, this is fun. So one is called Beige Lights. And we have this, but it was in a short stubby stick and still is. But the reason I love these, and this is the new one, this is Beige Lights in the new Slimline feature, and this is Bronze Lights. And what I love about this is that you can wear it on your lips, you can wear it on your face, or you can wear it on your eyes. So the Bronze Lights, I have lipstick on, but I'll just put that on. This isn't the one you'll get. You get a new one. But I do that, and then I put the little beige lights there. Makes your lips look full. You can put this on your face. You can put the bronze one on your face. See, I do this without a mirror. But I use this on my eyes, like right. I don't know what it looks like because I don't have a mirror, but I'm going to rub this in, and I'll probably shine.
I'll tell you what it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like spackle.
You're going to let me forget that, are you? You keep it up. You know how I get. All right. Did I rub it in?
Yep.
Okay. So it's an amazing product, Terry, because it's for lips, cheeks, eyes. The more I can get things to fit in my pockets or a tiny little bag, the better. And I'm trying to figure that out as I go, as the owner of this company. So Beige Lights, Bronze Lights goes to Terry Dixon. The number was 100. Moving back to number 5. Number 5 right here. All right, number 5. Go ahead and read the question.
Well, it's nothing to it. It's a number.
Okay.
A number between.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of two numbers between, I'm thinking of two digits between 50 and 60. Between 50 and 60, 2 digits. I'm sending them to you now. What digits am I thinking? What digits am I thinking? Okay, let's see here. I'm going to look. I've got them right here. I know the answer. Dora knows the answer. Diane knows the answer. I have not seen it yet. Yes, I'm seeing it. Okay? Let me know when you see it. I have it. And
Okay, well, let's wait for Diane.
Okay, you have one. We're waiting for Diane's. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Are you cooking are you grilling tonight or am I? I grilled the other night and I smelled like a steak when I was done.
That sounds good to me.
I would like you to smell like a steak tonight because I look like I dream of Jeannie. Do I need to? So will you take the roll on tonight?
The same one?
Which one? Laura Knisny. That is the same one I have. Laura Knisny. The number is 55. Alrighty, and what have you won? Remember, everyone, if you are winning for the first time, private message me so I have your address. You have won one of my favorite things, bam, the 9-piece brush set called Open Sesame Ow, and I designed every single head here. It is amazing. Each one has a purpose. You have your brows, you have smoky eyes, you have contour, you have powder and blush, bronzer. You have every brush known to man in this one kit. It's called Open Sesame Ow, and it's Cat Cosmetics. You won that, Laura Knisny. Well, congratulations. Congratulations to all of our wieners tonight, because, well, you're smiling at me. I love that smile.
It's just like watching you.
You must, because the smile
It's all
was-
very amusing
I love you.
when you're asleep.
When you're asleep, exactly. I cannot begin to tell you how great it is that we get to spend this time with everybody and have fun. And last night we had a really great show that you popped in on. And the auction items, the auction wieners, there you go. Debbie's bundle was won by Barb Kevern. Congratulations, Barb.
Right, we have to actually manually do
we have
the
to
applause.
manually do it 'cause no
Normally
one-
we have a button back
We have
there,
an
but my
applause
arm's
button,
not that
but
long.
we have no sound man tonight. Todd, you did a great job running everything tonight. You did you did an awesome job. My bundle was won by Jill Daniel, and Joyce Spurrell.
She was a little late.
Okay, well, you know what, Joyce? Joyce, I
Can't you
think
build 2 of those?
I can build 2 of those. Okay, yeah, I could do that. I'm going to contact you both because I want to make sure about colors and things like that. But I also want to know from you what kind of video you want me to make, because
So you're gonna double it and
if,
2
if,
winners.
if they want, if Joyce wants, because she came
Well,
in
it's
just
the
a
kind
hair
of thing
late.
where if you can do it, you do it. But see, like the Debbie bundle,
No, you can't replace
there's
that.
only one of
But
those.
here's the thing, Joyce, I think, is a Las Vegas person because she came to the hotel to the Monday movies. I
Oh,
saw
wow.
her post in there.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. So congratulations, Wieners.
You know what we'll do? We'll
Yes.
include some piece of hotel memorabilia for her.
Yes, we will make you happy. How about that? I can just guarantee you that.
Right.
I hope we make everybody happy.
I even have we have some hotel memorabilia we can put in there that'll be very
Okay.
entertaining for her.
All right. So whatever one gets, the other gets.
That's right.
Because that's how it goes with kids. Oh, and before we go, we need to sing happy birthday to 2 birthdays that I missed last night. So one is Aubrey Thurber. It was her birthday yesterday. And the other one was Cecily Yeager. And it was her birthday yesterday. So shall we sing the Carrie Fisher happy birthday to Cecily and Aubrey?
We should.
Okay, at the count of 3, Dora, also you. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Happy birthday. Now we don't have to pay royalties. All right.
Thank.
Exactly. So
Is donating the brush set back.
Laura Knisny is donating the brush set back. Laura, I'll be in contact with you.
So
I want
next
to
week.
thank you for that. So
Or does
next
she want
week,
something different? You want to offer?
I'll get in touch with her
Okay.
tonight. So we'll save this for the next time. Which,
Yes.
Yeah. I'll post the next time on Facebook, of course. We want to welcome Frank Ferruccio back. He asked you something about Mamie Van Doren. Everything was moving really fast. Did you get the Mamie Van Doren, I think he said. I'm not sure what that meant.
I'm not sure what that means.
Okay, so that is a private convo. And happy birthday to you ladies. Thank you so much. Oh, Cecily Yeager, Aubrey I'm going to contact you personally. And Cecily, my book is on its way to you for your birthday, and I am writing you to tell you who gave it to you. It was one of us, so I will let you know who that is. And we'll leave something on after we say our usual good
We'll
night.
put back on the slideshow.
We'll put the slideshow back on as you all say good night to each other.
Here you
and,
go.
Here we go.
There's no place like home.
And here we are. Thank you, everybody.
It's a good thing.
Good night. We love you so much. Please say good night and visit with each other while Todd plays the slideshow he put together for Debbie. And have a fantastic weekend.